How many of you have used a computer today and don't know the key 8 parts that are in it? Today I will be demonstrating to you how to assemble a desktop computer and the materials you need, how to assemble it, and how it benefits society. Starting off with the parts you need, you need a case first. You want a case that holds everything together. It keeps it safe in a home. You want a case with fans so your components are cooled and not overheating, as that would fry a piece in your computer. So the next part you want is the motherboard. That is where you plug everything into it, and it's like the holder for everything. The next is the processor, the CPU. It's this thing. Yeah, I don't know. And you have this little lever that locks it in place. And when you lock it in place, you know it's safe and it's not going to move and it's going to do what it needs to do. The processor is like the brain of the computer. It sends messages to all the other components telling them what to do. Next is your graphics card. The graphics card is like how you see displays and stuff, like how you have displayed to the screen. Everything has a graphics card. You have this little latch here that helps you lock it in place. You have to first unlock it to seat the graphics card in the slot. Now you just set it in there, shimmy it in place, push it down, and then it should lock on its own, but mine's busted because OJ somehow got on it. Don't know how that happened. So now you have a screw. You screw the graphics card into the case so it helps stabilize it still. Okay. The next part is the CPU fan. This is probably the most important thing, because if your CPU overheats, it's not even going to turn on. Learned that the hard way. You need a CPU fan. So then you just set this on these metal prongs right here, and it just screws in. Kinda, maybe. It's supposed to. Okay. And then you have to make sure it's plugged into the motherboard to get power. If it's not plugged in, it's not gonna run right. So next are the RAM sticks. These are like the short-term memory for games. So like if you boot up a game, that goes to the RAM stick and it helps you play. Short-term memory. So, and then you have to line these up in these slots. Okay. And then you just kind of shove it in there. Make sure it latches. See, I don't know if you heard that, but it clicked. So you latched it, and that's good. You have 2 of them, but that's okay. And then so this thing is your SSD. That is like when you download your games, that is where all of it goes. That's like the main long-term storage for your computer. So yeah, and if your motherboard doesn't come with Wi-Fi, which mine didn't, and I learned that the hard way again, you have to have a Wi-Fi adapter to make your computer connect to the Wi-Fi. And most of these parts, like the graphics card is the most probably expensive, and the processor, I don't know. Next is how building a computer benefits society. Having a computer, well, the difference from building your computer and buying it is when you build it, you get to customize what parts you put into it. So you get to build it for whatever performance you want to. I built mine for gaming, so I have a better graphics card than somebody who would just want it for business or something. More RAM, so my games play better, run better, smoother. The benefit to society of being able to, you can build it for gaming or business. If you use it for business, it helps people do complex tasks, turns it into easy, quick second tasks. You can just type on your computer and it'll go. Put into the data of your workspace, and yeah. The power supply, can't forget the power supply. If you forget the power supply, computer won't turn on. It has to have power. So that's another. Now you know how to build a desktop computer. It's way easier than it seems. You just plug and put these parts in there, and you have to. Another benefit to society is when you build your computer, it's problem solving. Like, I just had to fix it last night because it broke. Like, me and my brother spent 5 hours problem solving how to fix my desktop computer because we Googled it and Google didn't give us a definitive answer. So it helps you do problem solving skills. A computer helps with everyday tasks, complex tasks, making them easier. It also keeps people in touch. Like, I have multiple friends that, well, I call them friends, people on the game, I guess I play with like every day that I consider friends, and you meet social people, you talk with people, so build social skills maybe. Yeah, now you know the 8 key components to build a desktop computer. Now if somebody asks you what's in a computer, you can tell them.